Hello, hello, and welcome to Hour 3 of Lost Initiative as things are going according to plan. Exactly
Yeah, as
according to
always.
plan. What was happening now? Oh yeah, Gromman tackled a man outside.
Yes, and as the man outside, so as Gromit gets close up to grab the guy, one of the reasons why he was kind of hard to notice in the first place for for them was he wasn't just a human man; he was actually a gnomish man, so he was a little bit smaller. And as I said, he poked around the corner, and was like, "Oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay, bye," and then just kind of like started backing up and going to leave. And Gromment's like, "Well, back here, little one." Um, and snagged up. So Grommen, did you actually roll that? You did right before it disconnected. So 12 athletics is enough to grab up this little guy and you go and snatch him by his scruff and kind of pull him in and hold him to you. So he's like, hey, I'm just leaving now. I'm just leaving.
All right, I'm gonna bring him in to the room, and I'm gonna look at Thonk and be like, "What should we do with this?"
Considering don't kill the poor kitchen aide. I imagine we know what the answer to that is, don't we, Thonk?
Oh god damn it! What does this guy look like? Like, is he just like a? Is he just like
I
a?
can't move him, so
He looks like a little gnome. He's coming in. He's got his clothes or whatever, and he's just he looks frightened.
I'm just gonna look at him in the eye and say, "What were you doing coming in the back door?"
I was just a regular patron here, and I know the bartender and everybody well enough. I allowed to come and go as I please, and I was grabbing something from the storehouse next door and saying hi to Fred. He's in the storehouse next door, and so I'm just making my way through. I'm nobody. I'm nobody. And he kind of like he smells the burning flesh as it's getting worse coming from the room that he's in. And he's like, I'm nobody.
God damn it!
Nope.
What line am I crossing by murdering all these people? Gromman, you pulled him in. You pulled him in. You pulled him in. You pulled him in.
why wouldn't I? You
No,
said
no, no, I'm
no.
not. I'm just.
Just remember, every time you kill one of these people, you lose a little bit of your synchronization, in this hit.
Oh,
So.
yeah. Listen, Hitman is not Assassin's Creed, man.
I know that.
Come on. I just looked to Gromman, and I'm just gonna look to you and shake my head and say no witnesses.
Oh, jeez. Poor guy.
Oh, no.
See what Gromman does. Is Gromman gonna do anything? Because if you don't,
Oh, you delegating the responsibility here. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I guess Grommen, he nods. I guess I'm gonna kill this poor little gnome.
He's like, yep, and like holds him out.
I'm probably just gonna use a smaller axe, I just have like throwing axes. Would that
Wow,
work?
wow.
you could just snap his neck.
Prejudice of you there, like because little people need little axes. Is that?
Like if you're
Oh,
struggling,
I
like
guess I can use my hands, right? I can just snap.
Oh,
his neck.
wow. Yeah, it doesn't even. Oh.
choke him, whatever you gotta
I guess I could do what? I don't know.
All right. Well, he is going to try to fight back. So do me a favor and make me an athletics check. We're gonna do 3 contested athletics checks.
Okay.
do. You got
I-
this, Maggie. You got
Yeah.
this.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see how I do on this. There we go. I was lost for a second there. Okay. Oh, I did actually made it so you couldn't here. So you could see it. Roll d20.
Good,
So,
good.
Start strangling the guy, and he's like, Maggie. Oh. And like the life is leaving, and he's like clawing at your fingers and trying to like.
That's
I
not a
should
great.
have scaled the last one though.
Yeah, but I could still technically roll lower because it's a skill check. It's not an automatic failure. And he's actually gets a little bit of breath on this one. And so I suppose what we'll do before we continue is because he does survive this, I'm going to pose the question, does Grommen still have the heart to finish the job? We can make one more check.
Oh man.
Do it.
I think I have to.
Yeah.
I already started.
If you let Thonk like nudge him, I'll like nudge him. Like
Oh.
do it.
Do it. And
He's like the Grinch.
Oh. It's like, ugh. I imagine it's like Bart Simpson, Homer Simpson moment. And so yeah, there's yeah, you strangle him till you actually at the end there feel his neck snap between the strength of your hands, and he falls limp in your arms.
Grumman looks at Thonk. He kind of feels like wrong about it, but he looks at Thonk and says, "No witnesses," and he puts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys go and you take him, you throw him inside the furnace. As you go to add him on top of the fire in the furnace, hoping not to smother it out with the number of things inside of it. You know, the chamber's only so big. As you kind of go throw him in there, something actually falls out of his pocket and onto the floor, and it looks to be like a small crystal.
I'll reach down, grab it.
You know, about the size.
Sure. I'll pick it up.
It's like a yellowish tinge to it. Otherwise, it's it's like a regular clear crystal with a yellowish tinge to it. It's kind of foggy looking in the inside, but kind of like looking, holding up to like a light source, whether it be a torch or otherwise. You can still see light coming through it. It's not like it's completely opaque. So,
okay.
In your pocket.
Pocket it. Yep.
Like Arcana or something that you can like see if it's.
I do not have identify.
So you guys make your way. So he's dead. And do you choose to do anything else or back the tension upstairs? I'm sorry, you're gonna go find Fred. Are we gonna kill Fred too?
Well, Fred walks back here. Yeah, Fred's gonna go.
So he's just staying here?
I will. Grumman, you can do whatever you want.
I
I gotta guard this. I gotta guard these bodies.
I guess Grumman stays, and I guess he just guards that other door.
Okay. Then we bring our attention over to the other two. In which case you guys are up there like, oh, your stomach is kind of like full and semi-bulgy. It's one of those things where as Addo pops down, you can feel like the swoosh, swoosh, swoosh in your stomach as you pop back down off the thing, and you feel your belly starting to become distended or whatever. And both of you are very satisfied with quenching your thirst. You didn't realize you were as thirsty as you were.
Otto's.
How downstairs we're just murdering people, and you're up there drinking water.
The longer you drink, the more innocents die.
Otto stumbles back from the well, actually leans back up against the wall. It's so good. You're muted, Sam. You're muted.
Ryan's lying on the ground by the well, and she's just like, I'm healed.
You drug this water?
So?
Otto, it takes a second. He has to enjoy the serenity of the moment before something snaps in his mind again. Comes to attention, stands up, offers Rye a hand, continues on down the hallway.
And clambers up. They remember their task.
Yes.
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, this kind of looks like it's closed in.
Closed room.
Oh, no further information, too. Huh? Okay.
It is a closed room with various supplies for running a tavern. So I mean, there's like a backup of equipment up here. There's some paperwork and stuff like that. Like it seems to just be like a storage room for.
Ryan looks to Addo and she's like, "There has to be a secret door."
A secret door.
And attempts to try and find some kind of lever for a secret door.
Otto agrees and begins to investigate the room as well.
Awesome. Tell me what your role is. I'm having connectivity issue again, so I might not be able to see it.
Too, actually, yeah.
Yeah, we all are. Something wrong with the website.
Oh yeah, me too, actually.
Dice.
What was that?
Time to roll real dice.
It still works. It's just you won't see the other person's results.
Yeah.
No,
Do you guys
I have a
have
camera. I can make a dice cam.
Yeah.
I ain't rolling shit. All right, I'm a millennial. Okay.
I think we're reconnected. I got reconnected.
Yeah.
Did you guys get
Yeah,
reconnected?
we are. We
All
are.
right. What are we rolling, Chief?
Millennial have to do with having dice.
I haven't
It
played a
was-
physical board game since 2010,
It's called
okay?
a joke, all right? I play tabletop simulator. I don't play board games. I play.
Also, you could
board games in
download an
virtual
app.
reality.
You could download an app if you want to be a true millennial, and you can roll your dice on your app.
As long as it's the one where you shake your phone and not the one where you press the button. So.
That's an added level of immersion.
Yeah. So anyways, you're rolling an investigation check, the two of you.
Oh man.
And searching around the room for a while, you are both trying to find whatever you can, kind of looking at the crates, moving things here and there, so on and so forth. Neither of you are able to find anything. Addo actually thinks at some point in time he does find something. She's like, hey, there's something that seems to be a little bit funny about this wall. And he goes over to kind of grab at it. And as he goes to grab at it to see if it's something there, something pricks his finger. And he's like, and it like really, it's not much more than like a little prick, but it really stings. It actually really burns.
Oh, no.
Make me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Okay. It actually burns a lot, and as it continues to burn, it's like you could feel it as it's like starting to course through your body, and you feel like groggy and weak, and almost instantly you feel like an exhaustion come over you, and a splitting headache come across you, and you are actually going to take. Oops, sorry, I did that wrong. My apologies. You're actually going to take 5 points of damage of poison damage as all of a sudden some poison rushes through your body and just saps strength from you.
I lunge back, feeling this wave of nausea and pain, and the headache begins, and just, out of nowhere. Whoa. Owie!
You're right.
No! What's with that wall?
Can I examine the wall?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go over to where he was looking or whatever and try to examine a little bit further.
All right, can I examine with inspiration?
If you want to use your inspiration, absolutely, please go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get her done.
Is it investigation?
It is an investigation and with the advantage. Ooh, nice. So you go over to the wall and you're examining and whatnot, and you actually do see bam. Oh, sorry. You probably can't actually see that, Sam. Though, okay. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yep. You go back to where you were. You see that?
Yeah.
A little red S there. Oh, look at that. Oh.
I see it.
Yeah. Little red S right there.
It's a secret.
Little secret door right there. Awesome.
Do I see a way to open it?
Absolutely, you do if you choose to do so.
Before I do, I turn to Addo, and I'm like, "You're right."
Don't touch anything you don't recognize.
There's a joke there.
I grabs
Yeah, there is.
the little cup that Addo's been using to drink water and scoops some more, and she's like, "This will heal you."
Otto quickly grabs it and chugs the whole thing, and actually makes his way back to grab some more.
And then she looks for a way to open this door that she thinks she's found.
No, she actually knows exactly how to open
All
it.
right,
She
cool.
can do so right now. Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
open it now?
she just swings it open.
Perfect. So as soon as that door opens, bam, you see immediately on the other side a very familiar looking face as Zaris is standing there, but he is actually going to surprise the two of you with an attack. If Rye's the one that opened the door, she's the one that's going to get hit.
Why? I have a question. Why does Thonk and Gromman always send us to die? Why are they downstairs
You're
and we're
supposed
upstairs
to be-
fighting the boss?
You're supposed to like listen against the door, maybe
He's
peek
a master
through
thief!
the hole before you open the door. You don't just open doors. You like
He's a master thief! You don't sneak up on a master thief!
not when you're drinking water and
Yeah,
touching.
I think it
everything.
might be the gurgling of the water and be like, this is amazing, giving it
What are
away.
you doing downstairs? You're holding a gnome. That's it. Okay, we're
moving
going
it
up
and
here.
Put it in the fire. I'm not holding
Raya's
it.
sick. Why is she up here? All right, let's go.
So I have bad news and I have good news. Which do you want first?
The good news first.
He misses.
Bad news second.
Well, because he's a master thief, he would have gotten a shit ton of sneak attack damage against you.
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
that's just double good news, actually.
Yeah. So he attacks. He actually misses with your AC of 13. I rolled the total of a 12, which is very depressing. and I missed you, but just barely. It's one of those things where Rye opens the door, and it's actually her injury. As she's kind of like struggling to get this door out of the way, she like stops to like gather her breath for a second. You know, as she does so, and like the sloshing in her stomach as she lurches forward, takes an extra moment to like stand herself back up, and the arrow goes like right over her head, like, oh shit! As she like looks up and sees him standing there, and he is not very happy. Right now, the two of you are going to roll for initiative, and
That was an accident, by the way. Don't worry.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Ugh. We send you.
That initiative, though.
Shit, yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Fuck.
I rolled garbage.
Yes.
Oh wow, yeah!
Live.
Garbage.
Come on, guys, you got this.
Yeah.
You're a master thief. You guys are cool. You got this.
Yeah, he's only a master thief.
He only dropped Thunk in one hit before.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Donk's a priest. You can't take much.
Rye struggled with one of his underlings by herself before, but she's got Addo to help her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Addo, speaking of,
So,
Spells, man. This is where you want to use them.
I know, yeah. It's just I'm gonna cast Tasha's hideous laughter at
Nice.
Xeris, the Shadow Master, Thief Lord of the Night, will be the victim
It's an elf.
of Tasha's hideous laughter.
Captain No Sense of Humor himself.
Yes.
You know what? I will even be so kind as to roll this one out in the open for you guys to see it for no foul
When
play.
Scott does that, it's because he knows he has a massive advantage.
D20 plus 57.
It's actually
man.
flat D20, and I failed. So, Addo, the captain of the party's combat. Jesus Christ.
MVP.
So Addo casts a spell. So Addo, what do you say to him?
I watched the arrow go flying by Rye's head, and I see and I notice the source. And Otto is not one who is extremely combat proficient, but he does have one go-to, and that's the best joke he knows.
Oh, geez.
And he doesn't want to let Rye hear it though, so he's gotta send it in, you know, the whispers of the wind, as it were, to cast the spell. Tells Xeris the greatest joke the bards have ever known.
Oh, and we'll just leave it at that.
We'll just leave it at that for now.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to tell us
Is it a
yet.
Monty Python skit, right?
It's not the time nor place to hear of the greatest joke the bards have ever known.
Just say the killing joke or whatever it is. So,
Mhm.
not that man. So, anyways, all right. So it says it, and so he says it, and he looks at Addo like what the? And it's almost as though like the joke, like Mr. No Personality. So as though the joke clicks. It's
Here we go.
Rye's really offended at this point. She looks down at her new outfit and she's like, it's not that bad.
And just so you can actually see the image of the guy, that's he's a half elf, as I said before. He's rather pale in color and whatnot. It might be an image that you've seen before, and he just starts like breaking down and laughing as right after you tell your joke, and so yeah, that's he just starts laughing maniacally, and it goes to my turn. I think the two of them are about to pull this off.
I think so.
I just like to point out that Xeris, the Lord of Shadows, is currently incapacitated and unable to stand due to his bouts of laughter. That's 100% accurate right now.
Yep. I'm
Coup de grace! Coup de grace! Can you coup de grace somebody who's only laughing from Tasha's hideous laughter?
I mean, they're not helpless, so they
Okay.
do fall prone. They become incapacitated for and unable to stand during the duration. But it's not that they're
So
not-
easier to hit, but not instant kill. Got it. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. And if they're on the ground, I believe you actually get advantage in attacking them while they're prone. So yeah, you do get advantage. That was something we had used in a game before.
Bears buffs and debuffs, best buffs. And
Yep.
debuffs.
Absolutely.
Each time it takes damage, it makes another saving throw. And the target has advantage if the saving throw is triggered by damage. On success, the spell ends. So,
Give it your best shot, Ryan.
Right.
I'm going
Is-
to use this emoticon.
I didn't hear this hideous laughter. Rai literally thinks this dude is straight up mocking her. And her feelings are hurt. She yells for Grommen to sort this mess out. She's like, Grommen! And then she curses the guy while he's on the floor. She's like, how dare you!
Does Grommen, can I hear? Do
So
I
the
need,
two of you are straining and listening for this. I'll let both of you roll perception downstairs with advantage to see if either of you hear it. And in the meanwhile, Rai, you may.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him in the face. Let's do a little hexy hex first.
Mm-hmm. Both of you guys heard it downstairs, by the way. Nice, Jesus, Sam. Oh my God. Okay, so Rai hits and does a nice blasty blast in the face. And that's the additional +1. I was like, what? But okay, gotcha. And you grab him and you call and turn and you blast at him. And despite his laughter and the fact that he fell prone, like keeled over laughter and everything, he sees the blast coming last second and rolls just in time. Mathis, if you want to roll into initiative as well, rolls out of the way just in time, so the blast narrowly misses him, dealing to him the total of 9 points of damage.
Rai actually finds that this Eldritch Blast was significantly easier to cast since she's awoken from her illness, and it creates enough force that it knocks him 10 feet backwards.
Absolutely, it does. And so, pushing him backwards, slamming him through a bunch of tables and everything, a bunch of chairs went underneath the table. You're actually going to deal to him another. He takes no damage as he slams through those chairs and everything. So, as he's getting blasted back to 10 feet. After that is actually his turn, and he's going to make his other roll. And again, I will roll this in the open for now.
You roll twice, one with advantage because I hit you, and that would be his turn roll.
Hey, thank you. Oh, that makes me happy. So there's my advantage roll.
Good job, buddy.
That's good karma for Sam for actually helping you out there. That's we were owed
Yeah,
that.
that was true justice.
I think I need to go skiing. All right,
I like to call that Adam's
on.
justice.
Got 3 in a row?
Oh
Adam's
my God.
justice.
3 in a row?
That was justice.
Are you kidding me right
Welcome
now?
to Adam's justice.
Adam's justice.
You got 3 20s and I got 3 2s in a
I
row?
can't believe you got 3
Oh,
2s.
man.
That's great.
Yes, sorry.
Oh,
So
man.
good.
Well, that's his turn was spent doing that. I mean,
Is he still laughing?
His turn was spent laughing
Yeah,
underneath the table.
it can last
right?
up. It can last up to a minute.
He's on the dinner table, just laughing.
Otto is continuing to add on to the joke, seeing that he's just loving it. He just keeps throwing on these little zingers at the end. But it turns out the cow was not really a cow at all.
What?
He's finishing
He's
up the
adding on
joke.
to the joke.
I
Yeah.
You
know,
know, it's
like,
like
when
the
the
greatest
voices-
joke the bards have ever told.
yeah. So when you're incapacitated, that means you can't take actions or reactions. However, you are still allowed to take either bonus or move actions. And so he is going to do is get up and move himself over to a different position. So he actually kind of gets himself over to here and crawls over. He's laughing so hard, there's no grace to it. It's clear crawling over there, shoving chairs and whatnot out of the way. He kind of hoists himself back, sitting up on the grounds, having a chair and table and whatnot between you guys, trying to give himself cover. As he's trying to as he sits up, he's like trying to slap himself in the face to break the laughter. He's taking it very seriously. And that brings us back to, did I scramble this? No, I did not. Descending, now we are. It's to the top of the order with Addo, and then Grommen's going to start running.
Okay,
And Grommen, in case you don't know exactly where to go, I'll just move you for the first few squares, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, Addo.
all right. Yeah, I think Otto's probably going to try to stay outside of the line of fire here. I can move within this space next to Rai, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so And then adjacent to Rye here, I'd like to go ahead and follow up the bout of laughter with a spout of hideous mockery, or sorry, vicious mockery, if I could.
Oh, jeez. Okay. And this is psychic damage, so wisdom saving throw. I take damage. I'm just gonna do my normal roll with this. Because it's not game ending. 0. And the DC for that is 14. Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure your DC is 14. I'll check it really quickly on your character sheet because I rolled exactly a 14, and that's why it matters. And spells, DC is actually 13, so beaten either way, and the spell does not work.
Okay.
So you say whatever insult it is, and he just ignores it.
He's laughing too hard.
You stay under that table if you know what's good for you.
Now it's Grauman's turn.
Grumman looks at Thunk and is like, "Did you hear that?"
I'll nod and motion like let's go.
And so we start moving Grauman. That's going to be 1, 2, 15, 30, 35, 40, and then we're going to bring you 40,
But he
45. I'm sorry?
Oh.
Good. Yep, 45, 55, 60. So actually that is your full turn, brings you right there. And I believe Thonk was one step behind you.
Thonk's gonna stay down here.
Oh, you're not joining?
Nope, not gonna join.
Oh, okay. You just want to kill more innocent civilians.
I can't risk guards showing up. We'd be
So
fucked
more innocent civilians it is?
if they show up. Basically, see this little bit of corner of the wall here. I'm gonna stay on this side. Oop, okay. What happened?
No, you're good. You can.
Mathis' thought process is, I can't let more innocent people turn up. I have to
He's
kill
gonna
them.
be as ninja as possible and try not to let people through.
Listen,
Mathis, you can totally show me what it was you're going to do and then bring your attention back over there.
well, I'm just staying on this side of the corner of the wall where I can see around, and like if I can see people coming in, and if somebody comes in, I'm gonna let them get close before I pop out and hopefully just kill them.
Awesome. And then we're going to bring our attention back down to these guys down here. And so skip Thonk. Thonk's preparing an action to take action if blah.
Yep.
And we're going to go to Rye's turn.
All right. I kind of like follows him into the room and lets loose another Eldritch Blast as he's like running around the back of the table.
Yep. So he has the cover on this one. Why are you rolling with advantage now?
Because he's still got Tasha's Hideous Laughter, so he's still prone.
Oh, he actually, so he is still sitting on the ground, but he's no longer prone, like lying on the ground and easily attacked. So he is, we'll take the 17, that's fine. But he is propped up and has cover against the chair.
If he's in cover, doesn't it just even out anyway? So I would just roll once. So I would fail anyway, right?
Yeah, cover just increases his AC. So, and actually with the increase of AC for cover, it gives you a +2. So actually, you're actually going to hit him.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, 5 blast. So you blast at him with your Eldritch Blast. You narrowly miss him again, hitting the chair, and kind of like it blasts and like bits of splintering stuff, bits of splintering of the chair blasting, kind of like sprays him in the face, and he winces to protect it. Is there an oomph behind that? Sorry, 6 damage total. Is there a little oomph behind that, or no?
Yeah, there's another big oomph.
Awesome.
Even though he's shooting himself, like all the debris that's being flown up is enough to knock him backwards again.
No problem. You're actually throwing the chair, like I said, exploding somewhat and throwing it actually at him. And in doing so, as the chair explodes and hits him in the back of the head and everything, he does take an additional point of damage from that oomph. And so that would be Rye's turn. You stay there?
Yes.
Awesome. After that, let's see. Addo and Grauman. Not so much Rye, because she's so engaged in the actual combat itself, she doesn't notice it. But Addo and Rye notice a strange. What am I doing? Notice a strange thing come running past them. Apologies. So they actually see a shadow come rushing past them in the through the room and out the door and around the corner down past Grauman himself. So it's like almost like a shadow, like just comes rushing up through here, comes over and starts making its way down. So it goes to about right here.
Does Gromit see this?
Gromit does see it standing like a shadow, trying to be discreet, hiding amongst other shadows there. But Gromit is just kind of like coming around the corner, getting the axe ready, getting ready to kind of join things, not fully involved in the combat or whatever. Kind of like looks over and is like, huh? And sees the shadows just kind of like melding with other shadows.
Do we see this enough to call it out?
Not Rye, but the other two, yes.
Okay.
Gromit more so.
I'm too busy whooping this guy's ass for mocking my fashion sense.
Gromit out loud is
Yes,
like,
yes.
He just makes like a noise.
Mm-hmm. And so after that is after Rye's turn is this guy's turn, and he is going to try to make another save. Actually, you're going to make 3 saves, one for taking the hit and one for it being his turn.
Also, does Otto get an attack of opportunity on it since it passed him?
No, it is not attackable.
It's not.
Not a valid target. All right, so bam. The first attempt from the attack, fail. Ooh, second attempt for the attack actually does succeed. So when Rye blasted this guy, finally the joke was over. You know what I mean? And so on his turn, as that happens, he stands up. He's taking cover behind another chair, and looks over at Rye and says, "So you thought you would bring the fight to my house? Let's see how that works out for you." And very quickly, very deftly, you're kind of surprised by how quickly he moves. He slides under the table and is standing next to Rye and attacks at her twice with his short sword. And so attack.
You need like a teleport to swap spaces with me.
First attack is going to hit, and second attack is going to hit as well. So the first attack against Rye is dealing 6 points of damage.
Right.
And the second attack is also going to deal. Oh God, Max.
How do I use a reaction spell? Can I just do that on the first attack?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you have a reaction spell, you go right ahead.
So the guy like hits her with the first attack, and you see like this flash of hatred in her eyes, and then you feel the heat in the room well up to like when she was sick. It's like a similar kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see this guy light on fire.
Awesome. Do you have a prompt you can give me over here, or just explain to me what I'm doing? There you go. Hellish Rebuke. Perfect. Oh, crap. Okay. Dex save. It takes 2d10 or half. Okay. Awesome. So I'll make that dex save real quick. That is luckily my best one. And
Yeah, but if you succeed, you take half damage.
exactly. And so you roll your damage.
All right. What is it? 1d10 or 2?
2d10. 2d10. I divide it. Nice. Okay. So he flares up at the fire ends, and he actually pretty deftly dodges out of the way of most of that explosion that comes at him. Like as the fire rolls over him and like starts going up his cloak. Go ahead.
Are you using that as a second level spell, Sam?
He doesn't have access to second level yet.
It's a first level spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as it says, like rolling up his cloak, he almost unconsciously like, kind of grabs his cloak and starts like wafting it around to like calm down the fire as he continues to fight you with the sword. And that second attack, he does again that 9 points of damage.
With the second hit, the fire immediately goes out, and he just knocks me out flat.
You have only 15 health. Ouch.
I don't know if you remember when we leveled up and I rolled 1 for HP.
Oh, yeah,
I still have a level 1's health value, so yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So Rye gets dropped again. Oh, I feel so bad.
Oh, no.
That's what I
Okay.
mean about like sending us to do any kind of fighting. Like,
You're not supposed to fight. You're supposed to sneak and get intel.
They
What did
got
you
hooked
think was
on
gonna
water.
happen?
They got hooked on well water, Gromit.
Send us up here to kill
You
him.
got distracted by well water.
It's gonna be okay, everybody. It's fine. Don't panic.
You didn't send us up here to scout. You sent us up here to kill him.
That was actually the direction.
It's to
But
scout, not to kill, but
so now somebody's gonna call for Thonk. Addo's turn.
Otto just watched this guy basically teleport underneath a table and fell Rye with one fell swoop. So let's go ahead and get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of there!
So for you to turn and run, you have to use your actual action to disengage, meaning you only have a move left over.
But he's
All
not.
right.
He's not up facing him.
He was standing right here. And
Oh,
the
okay.
doorway-
Diagonal
I didn't see him
space
move.
adjacent to it,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Abandon her.
And so we can, I can still use an action on a spell, right?
do you want to take the attack of opportunity against you or no?
No.
Then no, you cannot spell.
All right. Well, I'll use my remaining two move tiles available then to get behind Gromit and shout down the stairs. Thug, we need you.
Okay, Thunk hears that loud and clear. Quick question though, actually. Rye actually had Hex on this guy, and does her Hellish Rebuke also do that additional D6? Because it is damage, right?
You're muted. But I assume
Sorry, I
that.
said yeah, it would have, and then I rolled a d6.
There you
Oh,
go.
perfect. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Thank you. I just want to make sure you do your actual damage, and that would not have been halved because it's different. All right, so you go hollering out. So you do your disengage, you run over there, you holler down for help, and now it is Grommen's turn.
Grommen
Bigly
sees
step up.
Rye on the floor because he can see just her,
Mhm.
and he's angry. He's mad, bro. So he's going Hulk mode, and
shit.
he's going to rage. He's going to drag his sword along the ground and run up and ask this guy a question.
Hell yeah.
I guess I have to go through her.
Don't get the red X. I just immediately think she's dead when you do that.
Don't
You
do
can
that. Yeah.
you can stand on top of her square. That's not going to negatively impact you.
I can.
Yeah. She's just standing over her like protectively, like she
Okay.
can look up your loincloth.
That's cool. She might like what she sees.
Yeah,
Is a 15 hit?
a 15 does in fact hit. Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Oh.
Damage. Oh yeah, he drags his sword, runs up, and smashes it down on this guy's face.
oh God, Grommen, you make things painful. Okay, so unlike Rise attacks, which were barely missing, a little explosions here and narrowly dodging there, and so on and so forth. No. Grommen doesn't fuck around.
Didn't he do like 8 damage at one point? That's pretty good damage.
Yeah, but just because of how much health and description. So comes over with the axe and pulls it back and swings at this guy, and he just jumps back as quick as he can, kind of like throwing his cloak forward to distract Grommen so the attack comes up short or whatever. But no, Grommen, axe kind of comes through, goes right into the cloak and is strong enough not to have it tangled inside the fabric or whatever that crap is, and actually gets like a good chunk into his side, a nice slice in there. So blood is on the axe, and he does let out a wince of pain. You can see that he is no longer taking this battle as light as it was before with the stupid spell and the two fighting him. No. Now he understands this combat is serious. And after that is, unless do you say anything, Gromit, or just straight to Thunk's turn?
He probably doesn't say anything. It's more like
Always good.
So over to Thunk's turn. Thunk, just to I assume you're going up there with Addo's desperate plea for help.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll move you to make it easy. That's 10, 20, 30, 45, and then 50, 55.
Okay. That's where I'll
Right?
stop.
Yep. And make sure everybody's attention's here. And we will go back to Rye's turn, who has to make the first D20 roll, first death roll.
Is there like a saving roll button?
I think it's on your character sheet. You can actually press the button on your character sheet to do it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. Oh, here we go. Death saves. There we go.
Okay, so at least it's not a 0. I'm sorry, 1.
One failure.
1 failure so far. And now we go to his turn. That cloud, Thonk is rather perceptive.
Okay.
And Otto had seen it before and kind of rushed past it, forgot about it for a moment. But then the two of you see it wisp past you guys and go downstairs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me,
That's not a good thing.
I don't know what I feel like it's gonna be his escape.
and then you guys. So he is turns his attentions to Grommen and pulls out a dagger and has a dagger in one hand and the short sword in the other hand. And he's going to attack with the short sword first, almost like testing Grommen's. Before I do this, I actually have to move Rye out of my way. Sorry, Rye, but you're in the way. And swings at Grommen with a short sword and does in fact hit and does 7 points of damage against Grommen. However, as we all know, that is actually 4 points of damage. So as he comes swinging at Grommen with the short sword, Grommen jumps back and the attack narrowly misses him. The guy, seeing that Grommen is a bit of a fight, then wielding his dagger, comes forward and thrusts with the dagger. That dagger is oh too familiar, isn't it?
Isn't that 3 points of damage on the 7, not 4? Does it round down?
It rounds. Yeah, you are correct. It rounds down. It is 3 points of damage. My apologies. So that second attack actually misses. So as he comes swinging at you with this dagger, which you know that dagger was what felled Thonk in one hit before, he's a swing and a miss. That goes to Addo's turn.
Addo watches the shadow wisp by, looks up at Thonk. There's a little bit of a second there where they both acknowledge what just happened, but also recognize that there are, more pressing matters at hand. Addo says, "Rise down. Grommen needs you." And he reaches up his hand, which is already warming up by the time he's finished speaking, and lays it on Thonk's hip. And, at the same time motioning for him to
Go
go
past
out
you.
toward,
Yeah.
go out toward Rye.
And when you do
fast
that,
forward.
I'll obviously it's not my turn yet, but when it is, I'll walk by you. But eyeing you, I'll just say, "Follow the shadow."
Okay. And so we'll have.
I'm jelly of your heroism.
I know it needs to be on you, but I'll take it. That's fine.
Yeah.
So 25 is your speed, which is what you do after your movement. And just so you can see this is actually the shadow right here, in case you had a hard time seeing it there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to pull the attention back over here because that is your whole turn and one well spent. And we're going to go to Grommen.
Come on, Grommen.
Oh, God.
I don't know. All right, let's see. I'm gonna axe him in the face some more. 13 to hit.
13's a hit. Yes. Okay. 13's a hit is in fact a miss. 13's a hit is
Oh, it's a
actually.
miss. Okay.
Yeah. So Grommen comes swinging hard with the axe, and this time seeing that the cloak is not something that Grommen easily falls for, he actually goes so far as Grommen goes to attack, he literally unclasps his cloak in a quick motion and goes and catches the axe in the cloak and redirects it out of the way, and then just kind of abandons the cloak itself, letting it kind of stick on Grommen's axe, and you have to wave it for a second to get it off so that your blade is otherwise you'd be bludgeoning him with your axe, and you do miss because of that. You still have your move action or whatever else you want to try to do, Maggie. I don't know if you can do anything with bonuses yet.
I can't really do anything else, so.
Okay. So then we're going to go over to Thonk's
So
turn.
this guy, I can't get by him without him getting attack of opportunity on me, and I can't risk that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal here is to I'm going to use inspiration. I'm going to try and reach out and grab him cast a spell on him here. That's the goal. So
you're just kind of using Grommen as cover and reaching behind Grommen to grab at Rye?
no, not grab it. Can I reach Rye from here? I was going to grab at...
Rye's actually in the same spot as me, so you could heal her.
Yeah, Rye's actually...
Oh, right. I forgot. I thought she was in the corner. Okay.
No,
Ooh.
I just did it because for some reason Grommen's icon seems to be under. You know what I can do? I can actually fix that right now. So
I will...
It's a front. Bam.
Yeah, I'll just bow down and cast Cure Wounds on then. That's
awesome. Please and thank you.
Could be here.
Whatever you like. It doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity to move from within to within.
Yeah.
So it's the exact opposite of or a modified version of 3.5, which was.
So I'm rolling 1d8 plus 2. Casting ability modifier is 2, I believe.
Yeah, but then you also have your
which I'm looking at right now. Is further down or up.
Remember how I used to give you little index cards with all your abilities?
Yeah, it's on my character sheet though.
I'm just teasing.
The creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus spells level, so it's just going to be an additional 3. 1d8. This is going to be plus 2, and then plus 3 more. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I hit you for 11.
Awesome. So I will throw that on your character sheet for you. You are back to 11, Rye. You are doing very, very well.
I like her eyes shoot back open, and she like looks up at Thonk, and then just kind of like starfishes there for a second, and she's like, "This sucks."
Kind of funny. Even though she's a bit dazed, groggy, or whatever it is right now, you do not lose your turn in initiative. It is actually your turn right now. So you're kind of like, oh, this sucks. And then you look up and see that this mofo is still standing over you. You know, he's got his sword and his dagger out, and he's clearly hit Grommen. Oh, sorry. He's clearly been fighting with Grommen, though he's not doing as well as he was. So however long you were down, the whole team's here.
Okay, I have a question. I think I already know the answer. But because I fell unconscious, Hex ended, right?
Correct. Any concentration spells are gone. Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, yeah. So, like, I think I'm just lying here, and I see Grommen next to me, and I see the guy basically standing over me, and I just point blank an Eldritch Blast while lying on the ground.
Beautiful.
Nice. Except you once again rolled with advantage.
Oopsie.
Yeah, sorry.
The first roll was a 19, though.
You want me to roll again? I don't mind roll again.
Yeah, usually I have you guys roll again to take the separate one. It tends to work in your favor, too. All right, an 11. So I do apologize. The 11 does miss. Sorry. Sorry, Sam. So, so we roll with the 11. So you kind of come to and you're groggy, like, oh, this sucks. So you look up, you just blast at him quickly, and you actually catch him completely off guard. He's like, oh, geez. And he narrowly misses him. You know, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that you were kind of like wincing as you did the attack, you know, everything all culminating all your pains up.
I was still seeing double. That's the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
I put that one of him that wasn't real.
It's only because Thonk made you get back in the game and you weren't done recovering, douche.
Am I gonna provoke an attack of opportunity if I try and move?
You will, yes.
All right. Well, I just fucking stay there on the ground then, gormless.
You won't provoke if you stay within his threatened range. You only provoke if you move outside of his threatened range. Like, for instance, if you wanted to move right here, like say underneath the table and under some chairs to get a little bit of cover, that won't provoke. It's only if you move outside of his threatened range.
All right, cool. So I like miss, and then I instinctively just like barrel roll underneath the table to get some bearing.
Awesome. We'll put Grommen back where he usually is. And then it goes to the big baddie's turn, who's honestly not that concerned about you. Grommen is the much more intimidating one. And so once again, we'll attack with the short sword first. Oh, is that what you wanted him to be? Okay. It will attack with the short sword first. And is a miss. Total of a 13 against Grommen's 14 AC. So comes swinging out with a wide attack with the short sword. Grommen is able to easily stop it using the haft of his finely crafted weapon. And as soon as he stops it, he sees the sword come in and smack into the haft of it, which of course is made out of wood. And you see there's like a little knock in the haft of your weapon, the first mark against this thing, and and then he'll attack you a second time, this time with the dagger, which of course is a much more devious one. You are very lucky, Maggie. This time it's a total of a 10 for an attack. So after he does that, and he goes so he swings out and he goes to thrust with the dagger forward. You actually just kind of pull your axe down, so it kind of like tings right into the axe head itself, and you stop it. So that was his turn there. And let me just check something real quick. Yeah. Okay. The shadow, just so you can see it, Addo, if you're actually watching that spot. Yep. It goes moving that direction. Okay.
Otto swiftly follows behind.
Okay.
Does not see it upon turning the corner, though.
Right there. It's actually right here.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, it's hard to see, huh?
Yeah, got it.
You know what I'll actually do? I'll make that easier for you to see moving forward. And so after Addo is next person's turn. It's like
Grommen.
Grommen.
Is that easier for you?
There we go, yep.
Yeah. Just make it a little less ridiculous, but still.
Also, I forgot to add my rage to that last damage, to the one that I hit.
Yeah, go right ahead. It's 2
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take the 2. Okay, retro damage is always beautiful. Oh my god!
Here we go.
Oh no! Oh, okay,
What's the delay?
survivable. Survivable. Okay, plus 2 more damage on top of that 8. Oh god, that was almost a crit. Whew. I was so close. Okay. So
Okay.
8 points of damage, Maggie.
Yes.
Okay.
Good point.
So Grauman comes, after all that, everything I just described said and done, pretty pissed off about the fact that there was a knock put inside the thing. Kind of like takes the axe, it takes like a step back and almost like it's a spear, like lunges forward with like the pointed part of the axe as hard as possible. The guy tries to defend it and get out of the way as best as possible, but there was no stopping this thing. They must have stabbed into his flesh unless armor caught it along the way. As you thunk him in the chest so hard, he gets slammed back up against the wall behind him, his head doing like a sickening thud against the wall. And as he kind of falls forward with the, you pulling it back, you can kind of see he's like winded from that one. Like, oof, that one hurt. After Grauman goes back to Thunk's turn.
All right, this is where I'm going to burn my inspiration for advantage on trying to just hit him with a spell.
Absolutely. Double ones.
15 has been hitting, right?
15 is a successful hit, sir. Damn it.
Yes. 14.
Oh, jeez. And there's nothing added to that, is there?
I don't think so. I just clicked on the spell itself, so I'll double check.
So, Thonk, ever the opportunist, sees him slammed up against the wall and just kind of like leans in and reaches over, and as it's kind of like, just kind of like grabs him by the wrist. So as he kind of like is kind of coming back forward again, you have him by the wrist and he looks over at you. And then as he like try to get his dagger ready to stab at your arm, all of a sudden all the strength is pulled from him as you kind of like, you can feel the energies being sapped from him, being pulled to fuel the power of Grumsh. And at Grauman, you've seen this before in the battlefield. You could actually see like he's just like visibly losing his strength, losing his weakness. His muscles almost seem to be atrophied from what's happening here. He is slack now after that attack. He's not doing good. After Thonk's turn, that was a good one. It is Rye's turn.
Hello. It's me, Rye.
Squared off.
So I am going to be still attack of opportunity if I try and get away from this guy, right?
Unless you use your attack actions to do otherwise. Mind you, you do have your cover now because you're partially under the table using chairs, so on and so forth.
True. I'm just more worried about someone in the chat definitely pointed out that trying to use Eldritch Blast in melee range is always a disadvantage. So that's what I should have been rolling.
Oh.
So I was trying to avoid that situation.
That's right. Ranged attack and melee range does do disadvantage unless you have that feat, doesn't it? Ah.
So, I mean, I failed anyway, but yeah.
To get your distance.
Try and do that from now on. Yeah. I will.
I mean, your AC is effectively out of 15 right now if you feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, I think Riley like pulls out her fancy short sword.
Nice.
And she takes a moment. She's clearly focusing on Grauman. And she uses True Strike.
All right, cast it for us off to the side. Okay, focuses on Grauman, and it's going to last one round. Grauman is going to have advantage on the next attack.
No.
No. Oh, you're going to have it.
I'm focusing on the thief guy, and it's going to give me advantage.
On your next attack. Yeah, that's right. Nick Grauman, sorry. You are going to have it on your next attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're using a turn for that. Gotcha. And
No, well, that's actually, yeah, so I'm just going to True Strike him and draw my sword.
awesome. Okay, so now it's his turn. And all of a sudden, in a poof of smoke,
There he goes.
he is in a poof of shadow, like dissipating shadow. He is completely gone. And the shadow that was running downstairs, all of a sudden, like the shadow, almost like he steps out of the shadow itself and is standing exactly how that shadow was standing before. And the shadow is now almost like a moment or two later, kind of from his body, just reforms at his feet the way a shadow normally would with the lighting in the
I need
streets.
that ability.
And it is Addo that's right there and sees it happen. Just give me 1 second to double check. And then choose. So that was actually a bonus action for him to do that. Give me 1 more second. So Addo's not an idiot. He's following this thing, but he's not stupid with how it is that he's following it. He's not like openly sprinting after this thing, right? He's moving at half speed every time. So when he comes and appears, Addo sees this happening and quickly kind of like steps to the side to not be seen. And he actually kind of appears and looks around down the streets, and he does not seem to notice Addo as he turns and starts looking to run away.
As soon as this disappears, I guess I look around and I'm like, where did he go?
And after that, so yeah, you guys role play upstairs real quick before I bring our attention to Addo. So you guys up here.
Which
And
one?
Addo, you get ready. You're in the batting cages.
Oh, I mean, my role play is I had an idea what that was in the first place, and I'm gonna immediately start going down the stairs. That is my role play.
All right, I see Thunk go downstairs. I look at Rye, kind of with like a look like, you okay?
Rye just nods. She's like tired of being embarrassed. Fucking
And
time every time
Grumman
we-
follows Thunk down the stairs.
Okay, so the two of you start running down the stairs. I'll move all of you. I assume Sam, you're running down the stairs as well.
Mhm.
Go kick this guy's bum. So
Yeah.
give me 10 seconds. It's 10, 20, 30, 30, 40. You guys are being difficult. Moving together as a group, sorry, 40, 50, 60 feet, and that was Thonk would have been first, Grommen would have been second, and Rye pulling up right behind right here. Yeah, so you would have been sitting right there. So this is, well, we can reorient. Yeah, there you go. And that's where you guys are right now on your turns. But before your turns, it's Addo's turn.
Get him, Addo.
Addo,
This.
you saw that he went out this door,
Mm-hmm.
up this way, and then off to the right over this way. So,
All right. Otto comes out from behind the corner here, walks out the door. He's weighing his options here. He knows that he wouldn't have shown up were he not weakened considerably. And Otto is feeling a little confident. Thinks maybe he can claim the glory here, so he advances.
Otto's all about that KS.
Yeah, dog. Trying to get my stats up. Does not see.
He's right. You can see him. Yep. All the way
you
to the
actually,
right.
this is 25 feet for you,
Uh-huh.
and he's right here. You see that, yes?
No.
Okay. You pulled it.
Do you have anything ranged?
Yes.
He also has another spell, too. He has one more first level
I
spell.
do. To tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and launch Dissonant Whispers at him.
Oh,
All right. Good shit, man.
will save is my worst save.
Yeah.
So here it comes. Otto sees his target and immediately puts his hands to his mouth and unleashes the slur of Eldritch Tongue.
Okay, let me roll my last wisdom save. Probably my last wisdom save. I even failed against the one from, what's his face, from Mathis.
He still
Right.
takes half at least. So.
I actually rolled extremely well. I got the total of an 18, so I actually did beat it, which is very surprising. But you still, like he said, you're gonna roll your 3d6 damage, and I'll take it.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nice damage, man.
Look at that face. Oh, my
Okay.
shoulders off.
He is
Still up.
standing.
God
He's
damn
standing.
it.
However, he like that spell that hits him, obviously kind of keels over and it's like is grabbing at his mind or whatever. Like he's clearly injured, and like when he pulls his head up and he looks over at Addo, he's like staring daggers at him, and now he's like saying to himself, okay, there's no way I'm escaping you guys. There's no way that this is going to happen. So he's giving you this look that says, if I'm dying, you're coming with me. You know what I mean? Like it's on.
Mhm.
The rest of the party spends their whole turn running to where they are now, making it his turn. And he's going to rush his way over to Addo. Sword and dagger in hand. And so he swings at Addo with the sword first. Addo has an AC of 13. The sword is in fact a hit and does 4 points of damage to Addo. It's the minimum I can do with it. And then he draws back his dagger, and he's got that evil look in his eye, and he goes thrusting at poor Addo. Unsuspecting Addo. It's funny, he didn't even go through. Try that again. And this one is actually going to hit Addo as well. So he pulls back the dagger and he thrusts and he does hit Addo. Let's do the damage. Seven points of damage from that, and make me a con save, please.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh man! Luckily for you, there's no insta death. And his damage for this one.
Oh!
See ya. See you later. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to -12.
Whoo!
What?
Whoo! Yeah. So he
What's your total health?
somebody.
Uh,
Finally unleashes his attack on somebody. What was that, Sam?
My maximum health pool is 17.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but
I think if you reach it in the negative, you insta die.
oh
So-
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with it being Addo's turn, the first thing you have to do is if you open up your character sheet, there's right in the center there's a death saving roll.
Uh-huh.
Click on that,
There's
and then,
successes and failures.
hey, there we go, success. So you want to
So
get
then
3
you click
successes.
OK.
Just to go over the rules really quickly for those that do not know, 3 successes, you are stable, you live. 3 failures, you are you die. If you roll a natural 20, it counts as 2 successes. If you roll a natural 1, it counts as 2 failures. So you could theoretically die in 2 die rolls, but luckily that's not the case right now. Back to Grauman's turn. Grauman, who's chasing after, trying to find Addo, like Thonk kind of like heard what was happening. He was like, that way, that way, that way. Now, sadly, Grauman is no longer raging from before, is he?
I guess not.
Yeah, because you spent 2 rounds or a round or whatever it is away from an opponent that you can attack. So I
Yeah.
think you lost your rage from before. So, but you can still, of course, go and engage in combat.
Yeah, which I am. Well, I'm gonna keep running. So 1, 10, 15, 20, or
That's 20 there, yeah.
because I can go diagonal, right? So it's like
Yep.
5, 10, 15.
Yep.
Which way to go? I don't see anybody down here.
That's fine. I got you. 20, 25, 30. So you can see him right there. And you can't necessarily engage in melee.
Yeah,
Throw an
I
axe-
can
you got
throw an
throw-
axe at him.
Yeah.
Oh man, but Otto.
Don't worry about Otto.
I'll be all right.
All right, I'm gonna go and rage again, and I'm gonna throw my axe.
Was the first time you've thrown an axe?
No, this is like the
Sick.
second or third time I've thrown an axe, but I'm bad at it.
It's never really
Yeah.
gone very well. Yeah.
Yeah. So you throw the axe, and sadly, it bounces off of his manly chest and falls on Addo's face.
And Otto dies.
So you throw the axe, and he's able to evade the axe, and yeah, he survives. He kind of jumps to the side, and it skirts down the street a little bit. It's now Thonk's turn.
All right, 5,
man.
10, 15, Is that a build? This is right here is a building, I'm assuming.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
20. 25. I can't reach. I can AoE heal though, so I'm gonna end up having to do that. So what I'm gonna
do, because then Addo can be back up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit you with my channel divinity. As an action, you present your holy symbol. Can restore number of hit points equal to 5 times my cleric level, so 10, and I choose. It's within 30 feet, so I just choose to spend them as I will. I guess I hit you with 9, Addo, out of the 10, and I will drop the 1 on Grommen.
Okay. I was like, I only need 3, so.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Like, so were you at does that bring you up to like -3? Is that how that works?
No, you stop at 0. There's
Okay,
also
cool.
negatives. You stop at 0, so that technically actually stabilizes him and brings him up to
9.
9. Yep.
Okay.
So he's actually, I can get rid of this fun little red X, and it's fun for me at least. And he is actually conscious and standing there, and you can see the look on this guy's face as he's coming to realize maybe they made the wrong decision in choosing to stay and fight these people. Rye actually does the math for you really quickly. Just your straight 30 feet brings you right here. Can you actually see the guy?
Yeah.
Then you have cover from him. He doesn't have it from you. You're welcome to make your attack. And Addo's on the ground, so he's not exactly providing soft cover either.
All right, cool. Yeah, so like Rye reaches the corner of the wall and she just kind of like leans around with one hand and sees Addo down and just fires an Eldritch Blast.
Do it up, son.
Yeah, your inspiration.
Pew! I don't have inspiration.
Oh yeah, you used
Oh,
it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Whoa, yes. So good.
Oh!
Beautiful.
Plus 1d6 or no? Plus 1d6 or no?
No,
Revenge. No,
Okay.
plus 1d6. But revenge. Oh my god.
Not like
He
a
had,
true crit.
he had 3 health.
Oh, yes.
Oh god, his bar is also in the negative now.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. He's dead.
He is dropped. You did it. Oh, thank God. Huzzah. And you know what? That amazing. I'm glad that Rye was able to have this opportunity to like almost like purging
Come on.
herself.
Hit
from-
me, Rye. What does it look like when you finish him off?
Please do. Especially the finish point.
Rye just blasts this Eldritch Blast and this black energy just tears at the guy and you see him go to deflect it, but then there's this moment where you realize that he didn't deflect it and it's just like a hole in his chest.
Yeah.
And Rye's like exhausted. She just slumps down against the wall and sits. And she's not even looking at the guy. And you can just see over her shoulder, the guy just falls to his knees and lands on top of Addo.
Oh!
And Addo's just there pinned underneath the corpse.
So it's not like the hole is like on his face, so he's like looking up
Yeah.
at the sky.
Yeah.
Otto's it's just like eyes wide as they can go, just fucking.
He just saw some shit.
He almost died, and he had an axe dropped on him, and then giant dude just dropped.
It all happened within like the span of 25 seconds. Just such a rapid succession of events.
Oh man. Oh god. Except it was even fat. It was like less than 10 seconds. Oh
Yeah.
god. That's just frightening. Oh man. Okay. Well, we're
Stop
overdue
with-
at this point.
With the whole of this guy just hovering over Otto's face, he just shouts through it, "Someone take this off!"
And with
Robert
that, we'll
walks
take our
over.
break. We'll take our
All
break.
right, yeah,
and
we got to
pick it
take a
up
quick
after.
break because we only got about a half an hour, 45 minutes left. So
Yep.
take a quick break, get what you need. We'll be back here in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. The last hour is coming right up. We'll see you in a bit.